So I definitely believe that Kanye West is shading Jay-Z with all of these numerous tweets that he's putting out there. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this stuff. Shout out to those of you who were just in my live. I appreciate it. It was a moment. I'm trying to do these lives more regularly and you guys are loving it, and I'm just glad that we're having so much fun. Now, moving on to some serious stuff. Kanye has been tweeting again, basically saying free Diddy, how all of these celebrities have basically watched him rot away. Also standing up for Chris Brown as well. But I definitely believe, outside of the madness of him saying free Diddy, which doesn't make any sense to me. A couple of years ago, you were calling Diddy a Fed. You were calling him an informant and dragging his name. But now suddenly you want to say free Diddy, free Diddy. You don't care what he's done, good or bad. You want him to be free. But I definitely believe that these tweets are indirectly shading Jay-Z, because Jay-Z and his lawyers publicly came out to say that him and Diddy were never friends and that they were basically just colleagues, co-workers, and that they don't know each other like that. Jay-Z coming out to neglect their friendship, not stand up for him in that moment of time, which I understand Jay-Z for not doing. Why would you stand up for Diddy if you're facing your own lawsuit and everything's going crazy? You don't want to do all that. It's just a complete PR shit show. So Kanye, I feel like, is shading Jay-Z in this moment, because when he had a chance to support Diddy, he chose to neglect and say that I don't even know this man. And his lawyer came out to say that, which I think is even more nasty and crafty. But I'm not surprised that Jay-Z would do stuff like this, to be honest with you, but I am surprised that Kanye is coming to tweet free Puff, free Diddy all over. He's also tweeted Christian Combs, one of Diddy's sons, and talking about how, you know, nobody should have their father in prison and etc. But the fact that he's tweeting out and putting on Instagram videos in support of Diddy's children is definitely going to give the elder children an ego boost to run their mouths all over again, make statements, threaten people, and just go after people in regards to their father, because Kanye West has basically co-signed everything and they're definitely going to get that ego boost. I'm very confused. I don't know why Kanye is tweeting up like this, but I feel like his tweets have always been erratic. They get everybody speaking and then we just move on. So I feel like it's just him being erratic in a mood, in a moment, and I don't think it's anything else. I don't think Kanye is being threatened by Diddy or anybody else to support him. I just feel like Kanye can be erratic whenever he wants to. I just don't see that happening. I'm so sorry. I just don't see that happening. Now, Radar Online are reporting that Beyoncé and Jay-Z are fuming, and Beyoncé also is worried in regards to what is around the next corner. Music heavyweights Beyoncé and Jay-Z is said to be fuming about their former close pal Kanye West and how Kanye stole their Grammy thunder. Kanye and his wife Bianca, and the fact that she did what she did on the red carpet was basically a stunt that was designed to detract from Beyoncé winning Best Country Album of the Year, even though what Bianca and Kanye did was before Beyoncé even winning. So that doesn't make any sense. An insider revealed via Radar Online, so you know, it's a pinch of salt if you want to believe this, but Jay-Z knows for a fact that Kanye pulled that stunt to steal Beyoncé's limelight. No question about it. He knew she was going to collect that award and made sure he did all he could do to grab headlines, and it was a case of mission accomplished for Kanye. Their relationship can never be amended after this. It is dead. Things are very tense between the two, given the very serious allegations that have been leveled against Jay-Z. So, you know, they definitely feel like he stole the thunder, and he was basically telling the world, Kanye, that Bianca was the most talked about the Grammys, and she was. What Bianca did ended up having her name in people's mouths. I didn't even know what her name was. I didn't even know that they were married, but now I know her name, everything about her, and for the fact that she definitely stole the thunder and she was the most talked about, and we just don't even know her second name as far as I'm concerned. Kanye didn't even do anything. He just stood there and she was the one who had the clothing gimmicks. But Beyoncé is said to be worried as well. People are wondering how much more their relationship can take, but they say they are still fighting and remaining strong for their kids. But the last few weeks have been very hard on them and their family, to say the least. She is wondering if anything else is about to be sprung on her. Jay-Z held an emergency sit-down with Beyoncé and their 3 children late last year to explain the civil lawsuit and for the fact that he's been accused of essaying and drugging a 13-year-old minor with Diddy. So I can absolutely understand and imagine that Beyonce is worried. I feel like she's been worried from the get-go. I feel like she's been worried about what's going to happen because she cares about her craft, her work, her image, her PR, and etc., like many musicians do. And so she evidently told him, come to the Mufasa premiere to play the family unit and always definitely attend the Grammys. And, you know, she triumphed. She got huge awards. She's about to embark on a major tour that I believe is definitely going to sell out as well. So it looks like everything's going well for her career, but everything can go down within seconds. Like, you know, you don't know what's around the corner. And especially if your husband is already facing this particular case, it can also always just get worse, or more lawsuits can come. We've seen everything happen to Diddy. They've seen everything happen to Diddy. Of course she's going to be worried about what's going to happen next, what's going to be around the corner. I ain't seen Solange with Jay-Z. I ain't seen Solange, you know, tweeting anything about Jay-Z, supporting him, writing any comments, nothing. There's only been, you know, reports about her being concerned about Beyonce, but I ain't seen her doing nothing with Jay-Z, to be honest with you. I really haven't. And maybe publicly they would have to do some PR thing, but I feel like perhaps she just didn't want to go to the Grammys. I don't know. Maybe there are other reasons, but she probably doesn't want to be around that man, and I can absolutely understand that. But I can understand Beyonce being worried because it looks like the court case between Jay-Z and Kanye is not really making any sense. Not Kanye, Jay-Z and Busby and Jane Doe, because they obviously withdrew sanctions yesterday out of nowhere. A big U-turn, considering that they were pressing sanctions on Busby and really wanted that to happen, and now sanctions have been withdrawn. They're backing off. They're perhaps looking for either a settlement or, you know, wanting to dismiss the lawsuit and want to keep it just on good terms. And they actually don't want to come for Busby because they realize Busby has the credentials. Busby is allowed to work in New York, and therefore them applying for these sanctions just doesn't make any sense. And they've also realized that they don't want to piss off Annalisa Torres any more than they already have, and therefore it's best for them to quietly withdraw the sanctions and act more professionally, because, you know, they just need to do so. Either way, it doesn't look that great. But I can see why they would be fuming at Kanye, because I feel like, you know, there is definitely some tense friction between Jay-Z and Kanye West that never really has gone away. They never solved anything. They never had any closure. I don't even think that they are amicable. I don't even think that they even said hi to each other, because they came in late and Kanye left after the red carpet. So I don't even think their relationship has been mended in any way, shape or form. So I can absolutely imagine that there is still some tense friction between these two, which is why I draw back to my earlier point, which I opened up the video with, that I definitely believe that Kanye is throwing shade at Jay-Z. And I don't think that he's going to stop for a while until somebody tells him to stop. I don't think that Kanye is a free man. I absolutely believe that he is still in control in some kind of way, because the way Bianca took all those clothes off, it was given humiliation ritual, and it was given something like that. It was him given some kind of sacrifice humiliation ritual, because what was the need for you to do that? It was just so abrupt. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this. Do subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Please do send a super thanks, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.